back, guys. It's take two. Let's hope we can make it through this time. What a weird starting glitch that certainly was. And of course, I've still got Ryan here with me as well.
Hello.
So let's have a quick look at tyres. Slight change on tyres this time. So we've got G-Star and Bergen on hards. Bit, Danny, Jazz Bodge, Airways, Roundy and Teabag on mediums. Everybody else has gone softs. Clearly having all them extra softs spare has helped them all out slightly.
Well,
Probably burnt them all out in qualifying, so they're like, we can't use them.
I would go for mediums or hards personally.
Either that or it's an indicator we've got rain coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we never knew the initial forecast, so I couldn't do much about it. I've had to leave it on random. Or whatever we actually call it, but... see what we get. It doesn't seem to be wet yet anyway. I know Tier 4's had a lot of wet races this season.
It's normally Tier 2.
Hasn't been so much this season though. It really does seem to be 4. I mean, it used to be 3 at one point. We were cursed at one point for wet in that tier.
I don't really mind it now. I've kind of got used to it.
I dread it at the moment. I used to love it when I had traction control. Without it, I hate it.
Yes, it's really tricky. No assist on.
Yeah, I haven't actually tried the no ABS in the wet yet, other than on the...
Yeah, it's awful.
I tried it a little bit on the story mode and I just locked up constantly.
Yeah.
But that was a while ago. Hopefully I'll be a bit better with it this time. But here we go.
Just stick at it, you'll soon get the hang of it.
4 red lights, 5 red lights, and hopefully we go racing this time. Yes, we're away! Give me a better camera angle, please. There we go. All heading down towards turn 1. Teabag's had a good start. Doris has had an even better one. Oh, who's that coming flying through? I think we've just had a bit of a Bottas moment there.
I don't even know who that was.
I think it may have... yeah, I think it may have been Airways. So we've got Doris in the lead, Roundy in second, Scotty in third, and Toxa fourth. Lost Infinity fifth. Jazzbodge 6th, Wookie 7th. Everyone else seems to have made it through alright, other than that little bit of a Bottas moment.
Yeah.
Although not a true Bottas moment, he didn't seem to bowl half the field out of it, so... I think someone's just gone flying off in the background. That may have been Smoggy Ghost. Yeah, it was. Messed up his braking point for the chicane. I know that feeling, that's where I locked up.
It's a nice little one for a male, that. The special one.
Who's running that?
Smoggy.
Oh yeah, the Italian special. I did actually really like that one.
Looks nice.
Doris with the fastest lap that you... doesn't mean a lot at this stage though. We still have another 34 attempts at it. It's always quite satisfying to be the first one to do it though.
Yeah, you can sort of set the pace for the field really.
Yeah, that's your problem with being out front. You've got to try and scamper away quite a bit to open up that second gap so you're not susceptible to DRS.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but personally I prefer to be the one chasing rather than the one being chased.
Yeah, I do as well. I start, you try too hard then when you're in the lead. Well, I do.
I think everyone does. Or you go into full-blown panic mode and it's like you overthink things and you either end up making stupid mistakes or you end up going super slow.
Well, that's the problem. I was super wide or not braking right. foot down too quick.
I mean, hats off to those people that can do it consistently. I would say
Oh,
Jay
yeah,
Sarge,
definitely.
but I can't remember the last time he led a race. I think it was last season.
Well, the Baku race he did, take that as an example.
I don't overly remember that one. Did it end in a wall?
No, he absolutely dominated everybody.
Fair play. Although he's currently in the pit lane. They're going for the first change of tyres of the night in his Williams livery. Which one's he got on? The British one?
Yeah.
Come on, Sarge, you should be quicker than that. You should be in the Albon Challenge one. I mean, that's quite a harsh challenge compared to the last two.
I don't know, I enjoyed it.
I mean, the last two you could use any car on the grid you wanted to. This one you are locked to the Williams.
I didn't mind it. I don't like the steering wheel.
I've strangely got used to it.
Oh no,
I still don't overly like it, but I'm strangely used to it.
yeah.
And that's coming from someone who races in cockpit as well, so I'm staring at it constantly.
Lost Infinity's in the pits already. Lap 4.
Never good to see Pitters this early. What's he going in for? Is it a wing change?
No, he's going to the hard.
Strange choice to pit that early, although I suppose he's got a massive gap to Bergen. So he's going to come out in free air. I don't know if them tyres would make it to the end though. Maybe you've got a better idea on that one.
I wouldn't have said so.
I'm not sure I'd like 32 laps on one set of tyres. They will feel pretty dead by the end, that's for sure.
Yeah. Probably going for a soft again at the end, I would have thought.
Roundy's looking pretty racy on this lap though. He's all over the back of Doris at the moment.
He's sticking with him nicely, and so is Scotty as well.
And you would think that Doris would have the advantage because he's on the softs. Surely they can't be dead after 3 laps or 4 laps as it's about to be. Here comes Roundy. He's going for the inside at turn 1. Makes it stick. Good move there from Mr. Square.
Squarey.
Or the Pentagon. He's had all sorts of nicknames, that guy.
Yeah, he has, to be fair.
Oh, Sneaky Turtle looks like he's just lost 2 positions in basically 1 corner. Alan's out. Where's that?
Final corner by the looks of this. His car's moving.
Yeah, I think the stewards may have to take a look into that one. We'll move on from it anyway. Let's have a look at Teabag, see how he's getting on. He's in 9th at the moment. Although his next challenge is not an easy one. I hope he's had his Weetabix this morning because well, it was going to be G-Star, but it's just overtaken RFC Danny, so it'll be now RFC Danny.
Yeah.
You definitely need your Weetabix before you put a move on G-Star, that's for sure.
How are the Astons doing? Who's in the Astons?
Teabag is one of them. I can't remember. Oh, Wookie was his teammate for the night. He was in 5th.
Oh,
So the 5th
okay.
and 9th currently. Who's the Alpines is the question, because I believe they're the only ones.
It's Pitt and Jasper.
Oh yeah, because they're both running the pinks, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not scoring enough points currently to stop the Astons, that's for certain. The Astons have a monster 81 point lead. So basically the Alpines need a 1-2 with the Astons not scoring.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that tight. There's a maximum of 88 available, and that's with a double 1-2 in and fastest lap in each race.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's probably pretty safe to say it's over this round, but it's MRC, anything can happen, as we all know.
It's definitely doable, but
I've seen stranger things happen.
there is that.
Doris and Scotty are going at it into turn 1. I think Scotty's got it at the moment, but Doris I held back slightly. I thought he could have had an inside chance at turn 2. Probably better to hold back, though. He wasn't quite alongside. But Jazz Bodge is catching this pack and sticking with them pretty well. Wookie's nearly 4 seconds down the road and has done a U. There's no ERS left.
Oh well, you don't need it.
Well, you don't want to be constantly flashing.
I mean, you don't want to do that, you get arrested.
Exactly. You lose a lot of pace in the process.
Yeah.
How are you going to finish a race if you get arrested? Airways seems to be recovering quite well. He's all over the back of the Irish Leprechaun at the moment. I mean, whoever thought putting him on comms was a good idea, I'm not sure.
Who's that?
Winky.
I'm hearing he had his belt nice and tight.
To be fair, he wasn't actually too bad.
No, he did well. Is he McLaren?
Yes, I believe so. It was last season he was Williams. There was plenty of Wee Willie Winky jokes going round.
Yeah, I can remember them. Who's he got? He's got Airways, the company.
Yeah, he seems to have defended him off quite well at the moment. Let's go have a look at Bit in the Pink Alpine. Chasing RFC Danny.
Now I know Bit likes Hungary.
Of course he likes Hungary. It's a very tight track, he can defend his life away. We all know he loves to defend. And it is quite easy to do an Alonso at this track. I mean, what was it, 2021 when...
He's in the pits.
Certainly is. 2021 was it when Alonso held Hamilton up for something like 12 laps?
Yeah, that was for Ocon, wasn't it?
Yep, he defended like a lion. Pity when he wanted the favour returned, Ocon defended like a chihuahua.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a defensive masterclass though.
Oh yeah, he did brilliantly.
I mean, generally you have to get out of bed very early to put it over Lewis Hamilton that easily.
I mean, it's Alfonso and he's got that right in his locker.
Oh, Airways has passed Winky. I must have missed that one because we were watching what was going on up top. Oh, the Winky's not letting him go.
Bits got past Danny as well.
Suspected that one might happen. I think that's what we're actually watching. Jazz Bodge is all over the back of Scotty now. On mediums versus probably... Yeah, Scotty's on the softs, which won't be feeling ideal at this moment in time. Although Jazz has absolutely no ERS left. He's trying the outside at turn 1. Probably better going for the switchback at that point.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do. stayed wide instead.
I think it was a... I was confused by the choice. I'd have personally gone for the inside.
Yeah, same.
It's usually the better line. If you go on the outside, you're very susceptible to being left not a lot of track. And having to fight for traction on that curb on the exit. Whilst your opponent just scampers off. Teabag's not really making any inroads, but 8th isn't awful for him. Especially with his teammate for the night up in 4th.
Yeah, he's doing really well as well, his first race.
Well, Doris has come out in 9th, which isn't awful to say he's already pitted.
You will have to pit again.
Look at Roundy, 7.8 seconds up the road from Scotty. What did he have for breakfast this morning?
I don't know if he's enjoying this.
Here comes Jazz Bodge again. DRS, which side's he going to pick this time? Go inside, yep. Scotty, do us a favour and get a bit more inventive with the liveries. I'm not a big fan of that Verstappen one. I mean, nothing against him as a driver, but I just think that livery is boring.
Ooh, Danny has got past bit.
Yeah, I think that battle's going to go on for a little while yet.
It's a good battle to have as long as they continue to catch the pack.
It's not doing Teabag any favours though, because he's stuck behind him, because his DRS advantage is nullified by the fact one of them's always got it.
Yeah, and Doris is caught up to the back of them now as well on fresh softs.
Although fair play to Wookie, he's not let G-Star run away. Yeah. He's dropped a little bit, but that's only recently, but that's probably his softs going off now. What's G-Star on ahead of him? G-Star's on the hard, so he's got a lot of laps left in his yet.
Yeah, he's catching the two in front now as well, G-Star.
Well, that was inevitable to happen. He is a very, very quick driver.
He is. I don't think he should be T4. He's not T4, is he?
Nope. Airways is out. That looks like pits. I suspect the stewards may investigate that. I'd hope it's rear wing damage or something like that. Because it's very early in the race to go. Oh, what else have we got going on? Yeah, G-Star is now pretty much on the back of Scotty. He'll have DRS on the next run. We'll stay on board with him. There's not a lot else going on at the moment. Bergen looks like he's just passed Smith, and Sarge has said thank you as well.
And Lost Infinity also said thank you as well.
Not a great lap for Smith then.
No.
Here we go, here comes G-Star on Scotty. He's not having any of this outside rubbish, he's gone straight for the inside. But for Scotty, it is a bit of a pointless fight going up against G-Star.
Yeah, I don't think he knows that though.
Well, he's tier 1. He's got 2 more pit stops to make yet. And he gets demoted at the end of the race, so you may as well just let him go. No point trying to cling on and ruining your tyres in the process.
Is he new, Scotty? Is he?
I think he's been in a few weeks. He's, I believe, friends with Teabag and Full Send Dave. They're all racing in somewhere else together.
Yeah. Bit's got back past Danny. Teabag past him as well.
That'll be a relief for Teabag. So I know he wants to be right up there and not... He wants to make sure the Constructors is not a if, but, or maybe. He wants to slam it home.
Yeah, Rookie's P5 as well. He's there to...
Scott is now pitted, so Wookie's gone to P4. Wookie really needs to consider pitting though. He's dropped 4 seconds to G-Star. In just over a lap. Them softs are dead.
You can probably pit to the hards now and take the hards to the end.
I reckon you could pit to the mediums at this point. It's only what, 20... End of this lap, it'll be 21 laps. I'm sure we saw that in Tier 3, people doing 20 odd laps on mediums.
End of this lap it'll be... yeah.
I know when I raced it on Monday, it was... The strategy it offered me was actually medium to soft.
Oh wow. Oh,
That's
no,
what...
Bergen's gone.
It's what I had planned to do, but the early safety car meant it was... no, forget it, we'll go to hards. Danny's not letting Teabag go, so that should stay as a good battle for a while. I think it's one of our closest on track, apart from Sarge trying to make his way through the park. Oh, Danny got a little bit squirrely there coming out of 13 and has lost a bit of ground. Has he still got DRS from it? No. He lost himself DRS with that. Let's have a look at Teabag, see if he can make a move into turn 2. Although he is up against Bit.
I'm interested to know how Wookie's got grip.
It's mental.
At 14 on softs.
It's on very, very old softs. Doris is on 6 lap softs and not really making much inroads into him. What is that all about?
See the softs drop off.
He has made inroads this lap.
Quick.
I think he's made about a second up since I said that. So he's made me look like an idiot now.
He's only one corner behind him.
Jazz Bodge is in the pits. Evening, Grant. Good to see you watching.
Wookie is in the pits.
He's finally listened. Should go to the mediums at this point. Jazz Bodge is going to the hards. Yeah, he's going mediums.
Yeah.
Easy set of mediums to the end now.
Well, you would think so.
Well, unless we get a safety car to ruin it, it should easy work. I mean, Round is on 15 lap mediums and not really showing much sign of slowing down.
It's gone to the hards.
What was Bit on? Wasn't he on mediums anyway?
Yeah.
So it is too early to go for the softs at this point.
Oh, 100%.
You see, a lot of it depends on your setup as well and for your tyre wear.
Yeah, I mean... 10 laps full whack, I don't think...
It's not the most punishing track.
I definitely would not be for me. I wouldn't like that.
In terms of tyre wear, it's not the most punishing, but it is easy to get your temperatures up.
Yeah.
And T-Star's in the pits for the first of his 2 stops at least. So Doris retakes 2nd place. Teabag is now up to 3rd, but he's on 16 lap medium, so obviously he has to pit. Evening, David Benson.
If I was Roundy now, I would be coming into the pits knowing that Doris is probably going to have to pit again.
He may be hanging it out for softs. So in which case he'll probably come in about lap 20. Unless he can hang it out a little bit longer just to make the softs better at the end. So
Yeah.
have a look at Scotty. He's all over the back of Danny at the moment. Danny will be trying to make that whatever car he's supposed to be driving as wide as possible. But it's 16 lap mediums versus 3 lap mediums. So you would think that Scotty has got a mega advantage here. He certainly has in this middle sector.
Yeah. You can see the grip difference. Even out of corners.
I mean, I don't really want to follow Scotty too much because that livery is awful, but it is one of the best battles on track at the moment. Bit's just got lost infinity by the looks of it. And Scotty breezes past like Danny stood still. Teabag is in the pits, gone for a set of hards.
Okay. Was he on mediums as well?
Yeah, he must have been. So Roundy now has a 24-second lead over Doris in second. He has built himself a gap of a pit stop. So as long as he's not losing massive time, he can stay out there if the tyres are feeling good.
Yeah.
I think we're really seeing the true pace of Mr. Square tonight.
It's a healthy lead.
It certainly is. He'll be praying for no safety car.
You just got to concentrate out there though, because it's quite easy to lose your concentration being that far ahead.
Well, he managed it quite well in Qatar. In the equal performance race when he won it in the Red Bull.
Yeah. I hated that.
Yeah, somehow
race.
you ended up in an AlphaTauri.
I know that's not fair, right?
A tier 2 driver in the slowest car on the grid. How Saviour was never in the AlphaTauri, I'll never know.
But it should have been.
Yeah, I think when you got drafted
Never
there
mind.
should have been a little bit of a shuffle. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Scotty and Doris. Just a bit of wheel rubbing. Luckily nothing bad came of it.
That was a good move.
Oh, talk us through it.
Down the inside of Danny at turn 3.
That's a brave one. I'm assuming he got alongside coming out of 2 then.
Yeah.
I think Danny's tyres are really suffering now. There should go a couple more laps.
Roundy's pulling away still.
He is absolutely flying around this track. This could be one of the most dominant wins we've seen recently.
Fair play to him.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. When Roundy turns up, he really turns up. Ooh, T-Bag got very, very twitchy coming out of 11 then. I think he got caught up in a bit of the dirty air a bit. See if he can make the move down to turn 1.
He's pitted for mediums.
Doris has. Well, I suppose he's got to go to the end. Virtual safety car. Where's Roundy at this point? He's just coming up to turn 11. This would probably be a very good time for him to pit.
Yeah, I would definitely pit now.
I mean, he's got a nearly 32-second lead. He'll probably only lose 13 seconds in the pits.
Yeah.
Which is going to leave him absolutely massively ahead. Virtual's just ended and Smoggy Ghost just got a drive-through for speeding under VSC. Let's have a quick look at...
soft tyre as well.
Wow. Scotty, Wookie and Smoggy Ghost all got drive-throughs there.
Oh wow.
And Toxa 3 seconds, J Sarge 3 seconds. I thought he'd have learned to keep it on the track by now. RFC Danny 3 seconds, G-Star 3, Jazz Bodge 3 and Scotty 3. A couple of them have served them drive-throughs straight away. Good idea, because we've seen people get disqualified for that before.
On Roundy's screen, he is low on fuel.
That's a little interesting.
He's not in the red. It's currently lit up like a goldy colour.
So he's possibly borderline. He might have to do a bit of lifting and coasting. Jazz Bodge is just under 7 seconds behind him. The VSC definitely ended at the wrong time for Roundy, but yeah, it certainly did. Speedy Bullet. Them penalties really piled up quickly. It is a track that's quite well known for getting penalties quite easily, because it's so narrow and you're pushing every lap because you want the maximum out of it. It's so easy just to slip off.
Yeah, it's tighter than it looks on the map.
And not that he needed it. Roundy's just got a dose of DRS.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't think that should
passing
be allowed,
Sneaky Turtle.
personally.
Yeah, I suppose it's hard to define it though, because it automatically detects you're within a second of a car ahead. I don't know if there'd be any way of them actually defining that car has to be on the same lap as you.
Just getting rid of DRS, it's outdated.
Biff's retired.
Safety car, virtual.
He lost it at the final corner.
Well, it says virtual, but the safety cars come out onto the track.
It should update itself in a minute then.
Is that the safety car, or is... Oh sorry, no it's not, it's RFC Danny.
Well, RFC Danny, you're now the safety car. You've turned into Burt Mylander for the night.
The yellow dot threw me off.
It is almost the same colour, I'll give you that. See how long we last with the safety car this time. Oh, more drive-throughs.
One for Lost Infinity.
Yep.
And the track is green.
Very, very quick on these virtuals tonight. It's like the Hungarian marshals really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Compared to somewhere you can be almost a full lap behind the virtual. Jazz Bodge is now going to be kept busy with Mr. G-Star.
Bit's got a nice little train forming behind. Here comes Wookie.
Wookie the Rookie. Doris has just stuck his nose in and gone, thank you very much, I'll have that place as well. And gone round the outside of Wookie at turn 2.
That's a great move.
I tip my hat to you, Mr. Doris. That was one hell of a move. Opportunistic for definite, but very good move. Very clean as well.
Yeah. I'd say I don't like the outside line there. I don't like going too wide.
I don't, because that's where you hit the marbles. I prefer to be quite tight, but if you can make it work on the outside, it is very good, as we've just seen. Roundy with the fastest lap of an 18.3. When he stops showing off, that's nearly as fast as my qualifying time.
I think it was faster than mine, wasn't it?
Well, faster than yours, yeah. It's only 3/10 off mine. Talk about showing off. Let's go have a look at Doris, because he's all over the back of Scotty, and he's making the move. round the outside, easily done before turn 1. Wookie is next up, wanting a crack at Scotty too Hotty. Wrestling reference for those that don't know.
Bit and J Sarge having a little tussle.
Certainly are. Let's go have a quick look at that. I thought you were about to say Bit would get the reference.
A Bit would get the reference. He likes his wrestling.
Well, considering his username is actually reference to a wrestler.
Is it?
BITW 365 stands for Best in the World. It was a tagline that CM Punk used to use.
Okay.
I don't know if he's updated it, but his PlayStation picture was actually CM Punk. Oh, still is.
You could tell how to watch wrestling.
So that's actually where the bit comes from.
Okay.
Now, last I heard, I believe CM Punk
Lost Infinity's gone round.
he's lost his way. Hopefully he can find it again. Yeah, last I heard, I believe CM Punk was in AEW, whatever that is, another form of wrestling. He tried doing a Brock Lesnar and tried the UFC, and it didn't work out very well.
I saw him in there.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best.
He came, he hit the mat, he left.
Yeah.
I think it was just the fact Brock Lesnar managed to do it that gave them all false hope that they could do it.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that guy's a ridiculous beast. J Sarge.
He's absolutely massive, isn't he?
Well, the gloves they had to give him for UFC were bigger than any gloves they'd ever supplied before. That's how big his hands are. Ooh, Sarge, that's opportunistic. Tried going up the inside of Scotty at 12. I mean, it can be done, but it was very late. Luckily, he backed out of it. On the final corner, he'll have the DRS into turn 1. Oh, very, very twitchy coming out of the final corner there. I think that's probably just lost him his run into turn 1, but he'll have it, the DRS again into 2.
He is overtaken Bit into turn 1.
Wookie opportunistic.
A little bit wide.
Nah, nothing's happening there. It was looking very opportunistic at that point. I thought Wookie had pulled one over J Sarge then. It's not usually easy to do, isn't that? Smoggy Ghost, 5 seconds. Spinning in the pits. His date has gone from bad to worse. They do say it never rains, but it pours. And it's certainly been raining in the UK today.
No, you tell me about it.
I mean, last week was the weird weather as well. Dry, wet, dry, wet, dry.
I'll tell you what, it's still been really warm.
It has been quite muggy today, despite the fact it's been raining on and off all day. Jazz Bodge is in the pits. What's he coming in for this late in the day? Fresh set of mediums. Interesting, with about 8 or 9 laps to go. Puts him out in P5, all over the back of Doris. Lost Infinity's just had another 3-second penalty. Can Jazz Bodge do anything from there? You would think he can probably get Doris, but can he catch Teabag is the question here. I mean, Teabag's clearly not catching G-Star, and Roundy seems to be doing enough to keep G-Star at bay.
Where's that 12-second cushion?
Jazz Bodge and Doris side by side through the chicane in the middle sector. Well done, boys. That is not easy to do. Especially not without wiping each other out. I mean, we've seen higher tiers that can't even manage that. Tier 4's showing everybody up tonight.
Yeah, some good lap times as well.
It really is. Winky 3-second time penalty. Can J Sarge avoid the wall and make it work this time? Who's pitted it now?
Lost Infinity.
Again?
Yeah.
Ah, that's why. He's giving up. Early bath for him tonight. Sarge still isn't making any inroads on Scotty. We ain't got much else going on.
The slight... Well, it was a train. Now, Doris, Scotty and Sarge have pulled just out of that.
Scotty is defending very well because we know Sarge will take any opportunity. He does not need an invitation. And he finds gaps where there isn't usually gaps.
I reckon if you got close enough, you could slip through your DRS opening.
He'd probably have a good go at it. G-Star's in the pits for his final stop. I think T-Bag's going to pass him.
He's going to take the fastest lap, I reckon.
Jazzbodge may even pass him here, but how quick is G-Star going to come back at him is the question. He's gone onto the soft, so yeah, he's probably going to pound in a fastest lap. Doris, Scotty, J Sarge. Piece of paper between them.
No wonder the constructors is between Aston and Alpine. P2 and P3.
Although Jazzbodge is actually tier 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember who is actually the Alpine for this tier.
Mm-hmm.
No, can't remember that one. I'll quickly look it up. Bit and Bergen are having a bit of fun on the screen though.
There's that many names.
I know, it's mental trying to take it all in. Alpine. Chelsea and Zola. Neither of which are in this race. And Jazzbodge takes demotion, as does Bit, so yeah, you'd have to say it's over.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that before we started, so yeah. At the end of this race, T-Bag and I believe it's Full Send Dave, who's the new teammate, are the Constructors Champions. Obviously it was Johnny Smooth, but he left.
Scotty has passed Doris out of turn 1.
And J Sarge is still stuck there. Staring at the back of that. I'm assuming it's supposed to be an Alfa Romeo looking at the colouring.
Who's that?
Doris. Obviously Sarge is still stuck behind.
No, I think Doris is in the Ferrari.
Oh, he is. Just looks very Alfa Romeo coloured. This is where it gets super confusing. When I've got to do the results for this. Oh, here he comes! Here comes J Sarge into it. 12. A lot earlier alongside this time, and he makes it stick. I mean, obviously he's trying to get as many positions as possible because he takes a 4th place demotion at the end. G-Star and Jazzbodge having a go. Oh, Jazz has gone wide. Not the best exit from 1, so it gave him no chance of fighting back. But Roundy, 24.6 seconds up the road from G-Star. I know G-Star's quick, but he probably ain't making that up in 4 laps.
Oh no, I can't see that myself. If he makes that up, hand him a medal or something.
If he makes that up, I'm going to question why he's not a champion.
I think half the Discord would leave if he made that up.
Well, he's made up 1.4 already in half a lap. Make that
3
2.
laps to go.
Well, he still needs about 7 seconds a lap. So it's... we should say it's a stretch too far. It's
Yeah.
a hell of a
Absolutely.
fastest lap though. Although, incidentally, not much quicker than Roundy's.
No,
Yeah, it's like
very close.
4 thousandths. Well, the round is now only 11 laps off, so they won't be feeling amazing. But G-Star still needs 7 seconds a lap. Then he's got to get past him. So, I mean, you'd probably have to think it's not doable, but...
If he gets anywhere under 10 seconds between Roundy...
I think he will get under 10.
That's some going.
I think he's going to get under 10. I probably think he might even get under 5. How's that just recovering Bergen? Seems to have had a little moment. No, it's not Bergen. Who was it then? Winky. Was not really having the best of races.
No, I mean, must be quite hard for them.
Roundy's got fuel issues.
Yeah, I did say this, didn't I? G-Star has as well. So is Jazzball. So is Sarge. Danny.
Teabag hasn't.
Bit.
Yeah, Roundy's fuel saving then.
In the top 3 are in the same boat. Can Teabag close the gap?
Well, I mean, realistically, I don't think Teabag's going to catch Roundy. I think that's a step too far. But if he gets past Jazzbodge, he automatically gets past G-Star with demotions anyway.
Yeah, nuts.
Although he is losing time at the moment, is Teabag. Let's have a look at tyres. 15 lap hards versus 6 lap softs. Yeah, that's not looking good. Although G-Star is now under 15 seconds behind.
I mean, if Teabag keeps it on track, doesn't get a penalty, he's still...
Yeah, there's still penalties to come into play.
P3 is a very good result.
I mean, I don't know how low on fuel G-Star is, but he is absolutely canning it.
Is Jazzbodge T3?
He is, yeah.
Does he drop as well?
Yes. So Teabag's effectively second anyway.
Yeah, so he just needs to keep it on the track. He's got a 10-second cushion there.
G-Star drops, Jazzbodge drops, J-Sarge drops. Doris I'm not sure about. I think he's tier 2-3 reserve, so he will drop. Same with Wookie. Danny will drop. Bit will drop, Bergen will drop. There's a lot of drops coming here.
Yep. Yeah, Roundy's really full. Yeah, he's flashing red fuel now. G-Star and Jazzball are as well.
But G-Star's still going for it. He's now only 7.7 seconds behind. Roundy's about to come and start the final lap. Smith's had a collision with Bergen.
Oh.
Well, according to the penalty, he's just got anywhere.
I think they're all going to run out of fuel here, you know.
I think you could be right. I mean, it's easy low fuel mode, but it's still not ideal.
I can't tell if Roundy's not putting his foot down or...
G-Star is less than 3 seconds behind him.
That's a joke, that. I don't know how he's closed that at all.
Mental. But is he about to run out of fuel in the process? He's given up, he's slowed down and pulled over as G-Star.
Oh, that's fair play from him.
Sportsmanship coming into play.
Yeah.
But there we go, Roundy takes the flag. And the win by almost 10 seconds. Probably would have been about a second if G-Star would have kept going. Jazzbodge comes home second. T-Bag comes home third, but will obviously take second after demotions. Scotty's going to come home fourth. Roundy was doing 1 minute 28 laps towards the end to save fuel.
I mean, it's a good job. He did.
Doris comes home fourth, Scotty fifth, Wookie sixth. Sarge has also pulled over to let people go. Same with G-Star. I think G-Star's actually heading into the pit lane.
He is.
Sarge is super slow. Here comes Bit. Is he going to take the flag or is he going to pull over?
No, Bit will have a bit of
that. He certainly will. Smoggy Ghost crosses the line. G-Star's in the pit lane. Smith. Bergen's pulled over as well. Scotty's left the session, so it's DNF'd him. We'll have to remember that for results. Sneaky Turtle and Antoxa were a lap down. There we go. Some good battles in that race, to be fair. Driver of the day, J Sarge. Go away, you're a tier 1. And a triple champ. Oh, what is that podium emote? Come on, Roundy. Wow. Oh. There we go, confirmation of results. Provisional, of course, because we have to have steward inquiries first. Roundy in first, Jazzbodge second, T-Bag third, Doris fourth, Wookie fifth, Danny sixth, Bit seventh, JSR eighth, Smoggy Ghost ninth, G-Star 10th, Smith 11th, Winky 12th, Bergen 13th. Oh, hang on. Scotty should be, I believe, 5th. Yeah. So everyone else obviously drops a place. Sneaky Turtle and Toxa 15th and 16th a lap down. Then we have Lost Infinity, Biff, Airways and Alan, who did not finish. Fastest lap went to G-Star in the end. Who's your driver of the day, Ryan?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give it to Wookie. Wookie the Rookie.
Wookie the Rookie? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good choice. I think I'll go with that one. I was torn between him and Roundy for that masterclass he put on.
Oh, I know, I don't really like giving it to the winner though.
I don't normally, but that was an absolute masterclass. But yeah, I agree, Wookie the Rookie. He's gained about 10 places in that race as well. It's definitely a worthy winner of driver of the day. Now, there we go. Thank you for joining me, Ryan. That's our action at Hungary complete. Tune in again 7:30 Friday for MRCX. We still have the Elite Championship to wrap up. The mother of all showdowns again between Saviour and Chris Bailey. Normal tier action will resume on Monday at 7 o'clock with tier 2, 8:45 with tier 1, and then tier 3 on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, tier 4, 8:45. But that's it for this evening. So thank you for joining me, Ryan.
Not a problem.
And we will be back again soon. Good evening. Good night.